Hey, how's it going? And welcome to Resisting Boredom, where we drink, ramble, and discuss things in your never-ending quest of not being bored. I'm Richard Buckner, and today we saw an orgy of entertainment. 50 Shades of Grey.
I know a guy. Hey B, I have a mess I need cleaned up.
I'll be right there. Put him in the tub.
Okay.
Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Very good.
It's over here.
Not a problem.
Cool.
Hey everybody, where's Richard?
He didn't make it.
Oh, okay. Pip pip and cheerio! Welcome to Resisting Boredom, where we drink, ramble, and discuss things to help in the never-ending quest of not being bored. I'm Brandon Kaiser.
Josh Jessen.
Brian Haas.
Case Monahan.
Kid Cool.
Today we saw Kingsman, Secret Service. It's directed by Matthew Vaughn, starring Colin Firth, Taron Egerton, Samuel L. Jackson, Mark Strong, and Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
She was only 15 years old.
Wait.
Shut the fuck up, Master Bruce.
Colin Firth was in this fucking movie?
Yes, Oscar winner. Colin Firth was in this movie.
That's drunk a lot.
So, let's start off with the good. What was good about this?
All of it. All of it was
I
good.
think this is going to be a long section.
All of it was good.
Long.
It made nods to the spy movies before it. It also went, spy movies, this ain't no fucking movie, but it's a movie.
It was meta.
The villain was fucking super villain, but you also went, well, I understand where it's coming from.
It's got a point.
And the violence, fucking brutal. When it happened, like, it was almost ultra violent. It was all good. This is going on my top 10 for the year.
Anything else?
The dog scene was stupid.
But this is good. Not at all. Not at all. I completely I would not have shot that dog.
Yeah, but
Well, it was a very shitty dog.
but that was that should
was
have
obvious.
been the message. That
The
they
scene
weren't
was
gonna
obvious,
shoot the dog.
yeah.
Okay.
Because they kept doing team building through the whole thing, and then you're supposed to have the dog through the whole thing, and then shoot the dog. That basically means you're going to shoot a member of your team, which runs counter to the entire thing that they were doing through the whole training.
But you gotta do what you gotta do!
Which isn't sacrifice one of your team.
Hey, some people may die, and these are sacrifices I'm willing to make.
They may die, but you don't shoot them.
Brian is jaded from American military practice. That's what we do in America. But let's see how Kit thinks. Kit!
This is a positive, right?
Yeah, we're doing
Boy,
positive
rock.
stuff. And you are about this positive of H1V1.
Or measles.
The action scenes in this movie that were there were amazing. I thought that the broad with the fucking did I get it?
Yep.
Right. The broad with the sword legs was pretty rad. But more importantly, I thought Samuel L. Jackson's character as the villain was a new type of villain that I really enjoyed, because he despised violence, he despised blood. It made him sick, and I thought that was really interesting in general. And I liked all the characters. I liked the character development for Eggsy. You know, being just street punk and then really becoming this really badass fucking agent.
Got it.
Yeah.
Boy!
Otherwise, I enjoyed this movie. Yeah.
from number
I thought
one,
we weren't doing
I
this.
Frankenstein.
Whose turn is it?
There is no turns. It's just the good. We're just talking about the good.
Who else is saying?
I will say I did like that this was basically a James Bond movie, but an old school James Bond movie.
I didn't
Not
see
the
any
modern.
fucking horse.
Not the modern. There was anal.
What about the trenches?
Yes.
I like how your counter to that is there was anal
So I enjoyed that.
and actual. There was implied and then actual anal.
If we do reboot
After
Bond
the
again,
credits.
I want Matthew Vaughn to do it now. I want him to do a proper Bond movie.
I would like to see sequels to this. I want Kingsman to be the new James Bond. I think that would be so fucking cool. If they just kept going with him and continuing like this sort of stream of over the top, but like grounded type.
But more anal.
Well, of course, more anal. It's going to start with anal. He's going to save the world.
That's
All right, all right.
That's what they need. They need the doo 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 doo, and there's butt.
But
and he just
no.
Well, no, it's the do.
No.
And then there's a dick that comes for it, and then the camera
He's
rotates.
got the right of it.
There you go.
That's what
Anal.
comes from.
No bellends in the
Anal?
in the
There's
bedroom.
plenty of villains in anal.
I said bellends.
There's
is
plenty
a
of
class-
villains in anal.
That is a class of person,
Huh?
and there will
Can we
be
get that in the
villains.
best
All right.
The best of. Plenty of bell ends in anal.
Another good thing about this was Colin Firth.
Was he in this?
His
movie?
action sequences were fantastic.
Colin Firth.
The
Galahad.
Galahad, Harry Hart.
Where?
For a guy who
The guy.
didn't want to do this movie because he said he's not an action
Galahad, the
star.
one who met Eggsy. and
Like,
he-
was the main old
the-
dude.
yes.
But not like
The mentor.
super old dude.
All right.
The-
in the
Anyways,
church.
The mentor.
for a
That's
guy,
Colin Firth?
Yeah.
for a guy who said he didn't want to do his
He rocked
movie at
it.
first because he wasn't an action star, when he did have to do action, he was amazing.
He rocked the fuck out of it.
God damn it.
That church scene. God.
No, wait.
Yes, yes. That's all
He
we
didn't
have
even
to
have
say.
to do anal for it.
No, he didn't.
No anal man. He's
No,
Yeah,
so
so he taking care of the kids.
He didn't
No,
have to.
Not really.
He got the anal that he wanted, not the anal he
he
deserved.
didn't have to do it. No.
That's true.
I got used to the lisp.
Well, that was part of the character. I mean,
Yes, but at
that's-
first it was a little bit distracting. I did get used to it though.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
It was fine. I
Yeah.
didn't say it was a negative. I was
Yeah.
saying it was. It
wasn't
ended up.
that distracting.
I thought it could be a negative. It ended up being pretty good.
Yeah.
You'd only be distracted if he put his penis on camera.
Weird.
Yeah, that
Kid-
would have been
Took
worse.
it too far.
Blimey.
He likes a
Alright.
He's a
What the
Big black.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh boy, hell. Jim Caviezel.
Anyone have anything else? Brian, do you have anything positive to say about this movie?
Yeah. Echoing what you guys said, overall, it's a positive take on it. I really like that they kind of played around with the action style, it seemed like. Like, they did over-the-top action ridiculousness. They did something that's just straightforward, just pull a gun and shoot a guy. They kept changing it up so you wouldn't get in like a slump or whatever, or anything would become the normal.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't even like a rising thing or a falling thing. It was just they kept doing
Different.
it. Yeah, whatever was appropriate for the situation is what they did in that situation. And I really like that. Otherwise, it was just a real fun
Knickers.
movie.
Nickers?
You're saying British words, you know now?
America.
Fuck tea.
Throw that shit in the fucking river. See what this farmer. See what they got. Taxation without representation.
I think
Alright.
overall this is just a really fun movie.
Yeah.
Right. We had a lot of fun watching it. It was very entertaining.
No, this was it was
Well shot action.
it was like Bond, but not as
I think it's the new.
Step
I like
over
it.
the
It's
top.
the new
Yeah,
Bond.
Bond was a comic.
no. Yeah, it was like
over the top.
It was the
Bond.
perfect, but it was like Kick-Ass, Bond, and another entertaining movie, Had a Baby.
Take.
I wouldn't say take.
No, no, I wouldn't.
But no, this was like really like the logical conclusion of several movies that we liked, this was it. It was, and I can't remember the third one. I really think it was like Bond, Kick-Ass, and there's something else. I don't know what it is. Nobody cares. But like that's what we got from this movie, and it was good. A good combo, a good movie, and I really would like to see more of this franchise.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's about it.
I think this.
I would like to see more of this franchise. I don't know if we're gonna get it. I don't know, but we should because I mean, what else we got fucking going on? Balls.
Right.
Balls. There you go.
Was there anything negative to say about this movie? I know it was hard. This was a very good.
No, there's a little bit negative you can say.
Okay, well, start us off then.
Samuel L. Jackson's accent.
No.
The lisp. You didn't like the lisp.
I don't know what he's going for. Like,
They
there's
had a lisp. That's
No,
it.
no,
He
there's
wasn't
a
going
lisp.
for anything.
There's a lisp, and there's accents, and there's his accent. If
He didn't have an accent.
He did
had
have
a
an
lisp.
accent. His accent was trying to irritate me throughout the entire movie.
So you thought his was as bad as ours?
Technically.
I really hate terrible accents, and his accent was terrible.
No,
I don't know what
He
his-
had a lisp. It wasn't even like really bad. He had it, which was a little bit jarring because he's always been well spoken
Yeah, and that's
had
the weird
had
thing
very
is-
good diction.
It was Samuel L. Jackson trying to do something.
He wasn't
different.
trying to do shit.
No, he was
Yeah.
trying. He was
No,
trying.
Well, it did.
He was
I did
trying.
notice it like left occasionally in scenes where he was talking quicker or had more of a monologue, but
I thought it was consistent. I don't
Wasn't
think he
used
was
probably
trying
for
for
me.
anything.
He thought
I thought he was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine.
just
Anything
I liked
else?
it. I liked it. It was good.
Another negative.
I really thought there could have been more action movie.
Whoa.
Thinking that this was a very action movie. I guess
I think it's more of a spy film than it is an action movie.
Spies have a lot.
I think that's where you got thrown off.
I
think it did do a little bit of.
They led me to believe there's more
It
action.
went this way. It kind of like split
Sneak a
itself.
little.
But I don't know. I don't think that was a negative. I think ultimately it did.
I
It was a really good moment, and it was a good mod.
I think the
This is what Craig Charles,
Craig Charles.
Craig Owens.
Craig Owens.
Who am I looking for?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel
Yes.
Craig.
Okay, that's what I thought.
This is
Craig Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson.
Daniel
This
Craig.
is the series. This is the Bond series that they wanted the entire time, but they didn't have the balls to make because they
Yeah,
couldn't.
It's James Bond.
It's James Bond. They had the franchise to go
yeah.
for. This is new. It's fresh. They were like, we can make it. We can.
Yeah, they
we can go tongue in
parodied-
cheek. We can do what we want, and they did. And fuck it, they did it.
they parodied
I
the
raised my
spy
glasses to you,
genre.
lady.
Like kind of they approached the spy genre really well, but they didn't take it too seriously. And then when they had action, that was serious fight scenes.
Something Kid could
Yes,
never relate
like-
to.
So
Like
action.
when they did it, it was solid. It was spot on.
And different.
Yeah.
Unique.
Sonya annoyed me.
Fingers in the buttocks.
No,
Not
dicks.
quite.
Dicks.
Obligatory anal.
Sonya annoyed me was that
It was
theater.
creative.
Is every time they
Creative
said like
meal.
a character was like, oh, he's taking a piss.
He's taking a piss.
People laughed. And I was like, why are you laughing?
Are you
That means he's pit. He's actually angry. That's what like taking a piss means.
No,
Like
no.
he's taking a
To
piss.
take the
getting
piss
angry.
out of.
Oh, sorry. He's pissed. He's drunk. Yeah, but he's.
Yes, but we're American audiences. Taking a piss isn't part
Are
of
you having a
our,
laugh? Is
our vernacular. It's not one of our idioms.
Even so.
Okay. Any other negatives?
Is that
Are you gonna bring it up?
No.
Do you want me to bring it up?
I thought you were going to.
I don't like the fact that they were pro simulated dog murder. I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, we kind of mentioned that.
We
I
can
thought
do
you were
that.
going to talk about
Yeah, I agree that was
that's why I
kind
thought
of
you-
dumb.
Look,
Yes.
that was obvious in the segment that said, here's your
Casey's
dog.
pro
Raise your dog. It's like, yeah, they're gonna make you raise the
dog.
dog and then make you kill the fucking
He
dog.
thinks the dog will live on
That's the
forever
point.
in cyber.
You should
dog.
never kill a dog.
Man's best friend. You don't
Never.
kill a dog.
Never.
And then the second they asked, the second they asked him to, it was
He's
like
got little paws.
blanks.
Is there anything else? Okay.
I found it stupid that the character that he was like head to head with in the Kingsman trials turns out like.
To be
Oh,
fair,
guess
That
what?
makes sense.
I earned the fucking spot here because my parents are rich. I was like, I
Well,
really
that's
want to see
it.
the
Well,
character.
to be fair,
That was the reason he was in the Kingsman
entire
profile. And
really, did
Didn't
any
see
of
him
those
again.
people matter throughout the story? Because
No.
they were just kind of there.
No.
And then they like made a reference to it at the end. He was like, when that one guy showed up, I was like, oh, that's right. He was there in the beginning.
I was like, okay, how do I want to phrase it? So the switching of the brandy,
That was
kind of a
obvious.
cop out.
no, it was obvious.
I know.
Yes.
When he got him to
It
look
was
at the
obvious.
thing,
I don't think it
It
mattered.
was
though.
too obvious for a spy
I
movie.
don't think it was played up to be
It was-
surprise though.
I think it was very. I think it was.
But they
awkward
had
choice.
to fucking show it
Because
though.
as like a high quality like,
Maybe in
spy
taste.
sort of son,
I
the
don't
fact that that he totally fucking fooled him by doing this.
Oh.
Inconceivable!
I guess you can explain it.
That's
as a
about it.
gentleman.
Are those former Kingsmen? Yes, they are. Slip was like,
Yeah, no,
A gentleman would never poison
Spoiler
another gentleman.
alert.
He wasn't a gentleman.
The only thing I
wasn't
That
a
was the
gentleman.
reveal.
I know.
The only thing I didn't like about that scene was the whole fact that he just went.
It's totally. And then they actually show it.
Yeah, that was stupid.
And it was
Why did you
just-
show it? Obviously, you
Well,
did it.
if you missed it,
Maybe it wasn't obvious to everyone, is
Yes,
what
you-
I'm saying.
you'd have to be a retard.
The typical public is what I would say in my
You'd have to be
Typical
a
public
retard.
are retards.
Most
Got it.
people are stupid. Let's be honest.
Right.
We know this.
poison you, and you're thinking that I
We know this because what will be the number one movie this
Lloyd,
weekend?
then more
Huh?
Lloyd.
50
What?
Shades of Grey.
What will be number one this weekend?
Wait,
We don't talk about that.
Wait, just say.
Wait, more than that?
we don't talk about that movie.
Okay.
Then
Oh,
more
it's
than
a
that,
callback.
they should have
It's
left
callback.
They should have left that out. So people are like, I don't get it. What was the whole deal with that scene? And tell someone who like feels they're smart, so like, he switched the fucking like glasses, man.
You
didn't
have
catch
to be
that?
obvious
That would be
sometimes
stupid.
for the general public.
Okay,
Not
you
that
are
obvious.
covered in cocaine.
It just wasn't. It was obvious to you. That's the problem.
The thing is,
You are not everyone.
this movie was smart and new and interesting and things in
Yes.
during the movie. I don't know.
Didn't care.
It was an anticlimactic way to. I guess that wasn't really the climax. That was after. That
No.
was whatever the sciencey name for that bullshit is. But I don't like it.
All right. So a couple minor gripes
Oh, and guns.
and guns.
Yeah.
There's always good grapes.
Do you want to
Nobody
quick
cares. No,
clarify?
no, he doesn't.
No, I'm just gonna say
No.
guns. If you know it, you know it. If you don't,
They
you
held
don't.
guns wrong,
Yeah.
or at least triggers.
Yeah.
There, we
Yeah.
said it. Not a big deal, but still part of the movie.
All right.
Anyway,
So-
I think we all really liked this.
We're
movie.
good. We're good at this.
Right.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
So,
In my top
reviews-
10 for this year.
So,
Score. Let's
we've
rate.
gotten to
Let's rate this
score.
shit. Rate the
We've
fuck
gotten
out
to
of
the
it.
scores. The scores this week are
What
going
are-
to be
what are they?
victory anal.
Whoa.
Kind of weird.
You'll get it. Watch the
I've had
movie.
weirder.
It's an in-joke
I've had
for those who've seen
I've
the
had
film.
not victory anal before.
Alright, so, out of 5. Who wants to start us off?
Let's do it.
I'm going.
Alright.
How much victory anal do you give this movie?
Perfect anal. I'm giving 5 out of 5 victory anals
5
to
out
this
of 5.
movie.
Okay. You. How much anal?
3 out of 5 of victory enough for this.
Wow.
Wow.
3 out of 5 anal. I'm gonna go 4.5 victory anal out of 5.
I agree. 4.5 victory anal.
Brian?
I'll go 4.5. It was fun.
So, we all really liked it.
Except Kit.
Except for Kit, who
Slightly
didn't
above
quite
average.
like it as
I
much
like-
as the rest of
I
us.
feel right now that I could put myself inside of the bathroom and bless myself until I could see atoms.
So, I'm just gonna say, we all really
Jesus.
liked the movie except for Kit, but you definitely should go see it because it's different. It's
And it's
fun
definitely a
and
way to resist
entertaining,
boredom.
and it's a great way of resisting.
You have jumped the gun,
Resist
sir.
the shit out of that book. Board.
Like and subscribe, comment. Tell us how bad our accents were and how much they changed throughout this review.
And how only
I just
one
heard mine
person carried
change.
through it.
I was the only one that lived up to it.
Off you go,
But-
mate.
But I also heard mine change like 3 times. So
You were like an Australian calling.
I also was very Australian, I know.
Never
So
forget.
let us know.
Never forget.
Tell
Richard.
us what you thought of Kingsman, and
That ain't my dollar.
we'll.
It's Travis's dollar.
So for the most part, we liked it. And on that bombshell, see you next time.
All that bombshell.
That's more than enough.
So I'm talking it is outside. I take a breath and I can't breathe high. Say the top of my lungs, what's going on? Did I see? Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. What's going on? Did I say? Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. What's going on? Jesus fucking Christ. Right, off you go.
Fuck your phone.
7, 6, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4. Same. Dance.
Do 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 do
Leave your friends behind, 'cause their friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then no friends of mine.
Let's go, man. I'll just do David Bowie.
I'm married to Paul, and I don't give a shit.
Today we saw the Kingsman, man.
Shit! Look, I don't want to make an alarm to everybody, but I will say right now that I married a black woman, and also
She's got blades for legs.
This is premium shit, mate.
How about that freaking dicky church scene?
I said, Amon, you gotta get blades for legs. And she said, why the fuck not? I was in the Michael Jackson video with fucking Eddie Murphy.
The second David Bowie does a movie again, we're reviewing it, and each of us are dressing up as a different era David Bowie to do the review.
ooh,
When does he have a beard?
we all know who's not being invited to the review.
I might dress up as a clown.
And we all know who.
You're gonna do the Ashes to Ashes, David
I'm
Bowie?
ashes to ashes.
I'm not
David
just the
Bowie.
ashes David Bowie, man.